This is Ace Tactical, and welcome back for another round of Shapeshifter, the most replayable mission ever. Now, I have been developing this mission for a little while, and if you're unfamiliar with it, the idea is that it is the most replayable mission ever, partially due to randomization. So everything is randomized in this mission. As you can see, this time around we spawned at 4:53 in the morning. It's very dark. It's raining. It's going to get a little irritating, and it's a little bit foggy. We also spawned in from the east this time, which is one of the better spawn points, and it looks like we have two secondary objectives that popped up. So we can recover the POW and we can destroy the power generator. Now, a lot of that is randomized. One of the other things that I have randomized is this hunter and whether or not you can get into it. This time around, we can get into it. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. And the whole point is to sort of force you as a player to always play a little bit differently. And one of the ways I allow you to do that is that I allow you to create or allow you to generate optional challenges. You don't have to take them. It's just purely your own challenge for those of you who are achievement hunters. And of course, I give you the virtual arsenal. Now, I have decided for myself, if you've seen my previous videos, that I like a few of the manual weapons challenge. My previous one was the it was the M1903A1 bolt-action sniper rifle challenge. So I pretty much take on the entire base with a bolt-action rifle. Worked out better than expected. This time around, I am playing as the Special Forces Stig. Yes, it's a ridiculous loadout. Why? Because I decided that I like the PDW. I like it because it's cool looking and for no other reason. And that I also like the LRPS, which is the long-range precision scope. So you can see here, I've got myself the PDW 2000, which is a little 9mm submachine gun that's more like a machine pistol. And I've got a giant scope, which is a sniper rifle scope. And I put this scope on, and the scope is literally bigger than the gun itself. The scope, the sniper rifle scope, is bigger than the little 9mm machine pistol I'm holding. So it's going to be kind of a funny run. I decided this is just for fun. I just wanted to test it one more time because last time around I actually discovered a few of the bugs in this mission. I also failed to mention a few new features I added. One of the new features is that the number of units inside the camp scale to the number of players you have, but it's still randomized. So for every optional unit, there's an 80% chance, or let me back up. Depending on how many players you have, there's a percentage chance that a lot of the units will despawn. When you only have one player, it's an 80% chance that a lot of those units get deleted. If you have for all 5 players, because this can go up to a 5-player multiplayer cooperative mission, you can play with all 5 players, but that also means that there's a 0% chance any of those units will despawn. So the number of units inside the camp scales to the number of players you have in a randomized fashion. So when you have only one player, there's a high chance that there will not be very many units, but it's a chance. It's still rolling with probability. The only way it goes for certain constant values is if you have all 5 players, at which point it will not delete anyone. So you'll have the max number of players on your side and the max number of enemies on the enemy side. Now again, I've been running a couple of weapons challenges. I used a Mossberg M590A1 pump action shotgun, and I just recently used a bolt-action M1903A1 Springfield rifle. They were interesting challenges, so I like to keep it funky fresh with these challenges, and so this time I decided, why not we take this ridiculously small gun and put on a ridiculously large scope? Now, in itself, that doesn't sound too ridiculous. I mean, the scope is fucking larger than the gun itself. That's ridiculous, but it's got limited comic effect. The problem with the scope here is that the scope does not have top-mounted iron sights or a reflex sight. So I have to zoom in all the way to engage something. So you've got a very short-range gun and then a very long-range scope and no way to zoom out unless you just all-out hip fire. Now I'm also running a suppressor this time around just because it's like it feels dark and very quiet, and I just feel like it's appropriate. But this whole scope on a submachine gun thing is going to be interesting. It's very interesting. So if you don't know where we are, right now we're sort of up in this area, and we're moving from the east, move right up, and we're basically going to go for close range engagements, or medium-ish for this mission. Everything's within 100 yards, really, or 100 meters in this mission. So we're attacking from right around here. There are enemies here and here, and then various patrols. Most of them should have despawned because I'm playing in single player, but we'll see how that actually works. So, and yes, the get up as the Special Forces STIG, as I call it, is just because I'm doing a test run of this combination of scope and machine pistol / submachine gun. I'm not sure if there's an actual technical definition for machine pistol. Submachine guns are by default machine guns that shoot pistol caliber rounds. So a machine pistol is to say something that shoots pistol caliber rounds like a machine gun, which is literally the same, right? I see you. Oh, this is going to be horrifying. These rounds aren't doing anything. They're like not doing anything. Baby, come back. I'm really missing that 30-06 Springfield from that M1903. Really fucking missing that right now. That thing brought down the fucking thunder, and this thing is like pa-pew, pa-pew. Yeah, this is going to be one rough. I thought the pump action shotgun, the Mossberg M590A1 one, and the bolt action rifle one was going to be rough, but this is a whole new level. Wait a second, I'm shooting high. Got him. Okay, see that top reticle? The very top reticle? That's where I need to shoot. I was shooting high that whole time. We're zeroed in for 300 meters, and that's as close in as you can zero. So this is going to be a really rough run. If this gets too hairy, I'm going to take the scope off because it's just fucking ridiculous. Now, that's the point of the challenge, but there's a point at which it's going to be a bad video. They're catching on to me. As long as I stay prone in my black and white camo, they'll never see me. Yeah, you gotta aim really fucking low with this thing. This is the long-range precision scope, which is the most magnified, the highest power magnification. And also the only analog scope with no top-mounted reflex or iron sight. I don't see him. I have no actual idea where my rounds are going. Got him. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to aim at the top reticle, but I'm not sure how close to that top reticle, so I'm just kind of spraying. The advantage of a 9mm gun is that it's not really recoiling a lot, so I can kind of afford to spray and pray a little bit. But yeah, this is the most powerful, highest power magnification scope. It does zoom in, not that that's going to fucking help, but no iron sights on the top or anything like that, so it's scope all the... This is really crippling. My field of view is so narrow with this scope. Shit, they're on both sides. This is going to be a short playthrough. Yeah, this scope is a serious detriment to my well-being. But that is the point of these ridiculous challenges. Let's get up on this ridge and see what we can engage. Because they all kind of came from fucking nowhere. I wonder if it's tactically better to clear the ridge first and then move down. Christ. Between the scope where you have to aim like 5 inches below your target and the weak ass 9mm that can literally shoot somebody in the head and not kill them, this is going to be rough. Now, headshots are not as deadly as people think they are. About 25% of people who get shot in the head survive, because you have to hit the right part of the brain to actually kill somebody. It's like this very specific area. I don't remember which part of the brain, but like you have to kill the right part of the brain that like monitors things like your breathing and your heart rate and shit like that. It's that level of the brain. You lose that and it's over. But if you don't get hit in that part of the brain, there are many stories where people survived headshots and they would live sort of, I wouldn't say like mentally retarded, but like mentally limited in some way or another because they've lost a particular part of their brain. And it's not like that shit grows back usually. I don't think it's capable of doing that. But yeah, you can survive a headshot. It's not as lethal as people think, but 75% of headshots are lethal. That means 3 and 4 will die. What the hell? Oh, that's concerning. I heard one real fucking close. What? I don't even know how he passed me. I must be just totally situationally unaware today. I'm gonna reload really quickly. I'm gonna get in this bunker. One nice thing about this 9mm is that it doesn't recoil, so you can full auto spray if you have to. Or you can get shot in the face, you know, that's also doable. I feel like that was a lucky shot. Not gonna lie, that felt like a lucky shot, but yeah, you know what? I'll try it again. Oh, this is a good spawn. Oh yeah, this is another thing I added, this establishing shot. Fancy as fuck. For the longest time I didn't know how to do this, but it's actually like dead fucking simple. It's like call BIS func establishing shot and then put in the right parameters. I mean, it's really straightforward and it looks ultra legit. So let me get my shit out. Alright, we got our stuff back, so we're gonna try this again. Looks like we spawned in 9:57 in the quote-unquote morning, raining down like cats and dogs. The fog doesn't seem so bad though. In fact, the fog is the best I've seen in a long ass time. So, I gotta love this visual update. I'm playing on version 1.60 right now, before the Apex expansion. And this visual upgrade is just phenomenal. I love it. Absolutely amazing. Everything's so green. Reminds me of Pennsylvania in a way. But Pennsylvania has a lot more green in the summer, like a lot more green. Seems like we spawned from the northwest this time, so it's going to be a little different. Yeah, it's raining a lot. And it's also, we're spawning from a harder place to assault from. Man, I almost feel wet in real life. Let me range down to 300 meters. I'm thinking you might want to just like blind... Oh, by the way, I'm bringing a 1911 along, so like if it comes to that, we can do that too. I fucked up. Shit. Got him. I don't know if that was a kill. Honestly, guys, I don't think I can scope through this one. I'm gonna pull back, let them come to me, and I might have to take off the scope because it's getting a little ridiculous. With that range, with this magnification, like it's so high powered. There's so much magnification going on that I'm not sure I can pull this off. I might take the scope off. I don't want to have to do that because that defeats the purpose, but it's a nice gun just to use normally. So this magnifies 6 to 25 times magnification. That's fucking incredible. These impenetrable branches. They are the immovable object. Where are you? Come out to play. Yeah, I'm not sure I can scope in on this guy. He's so fucking close. I might want to just do 3-round bursts. I'm one of those weird people who does actually use 3-round burst every now and then. One of those people. Because we're running suppressed, not as many AI are getting pumped up as usual. Shit. Well, that was very anticlimactic. Let's just see what it spawns. Oh no, that's too much fog. Much too much fog. Yeah, I think I might take off the scope and just play normally. Whoa, what is this? Is this fog? Or is this just too dark? Oh yeah, that's fog. That's a definite nope. Delicious. Yeah, I like this. I'm gonna go with this. Yep, I'm gonna go with this. I love that intro. That intro is so legit. And apparently it's just as simple as calling a simple BIS function. Alright, I'm gonna grab some new stuff. Alright, we are back. I have changed around my gear a lot. I changed from that little MP7-esque gun. I think it's like a TDI something. I changed from that to a Sting. So you can see here, I have a Sting 9mm because it supports a laser pointer. I've suppressed everything again. I've also changed my my uniform and my various other gear so I look a little bit more CTRG Spec Ops rather than Special Forces Stig. So otherwise not too different. We are not running the LRPS because that is a ridiculous challenge. I don't think I can do it. Maybe someone else can. I'd love to see that on YouTube, but I can't run an LRPS on a submachine gun like that or at that range because you have to aim like 5 inches below your goddamn target. So I'm using a normal green reflex sight. I'm using the Sting. I have a laser pointer suppressor, bringing a 1911 along, suppressed. Otherwise, nothing too special except the night vision goggles. So we spawn from the southeast. It's 9:41 at night. The fog is real. This is something to get killed in. So I think this is going to be pretty atmospheric. We'll see how far this goes though, because the AI can see through fog a little bit better than you can. Because the fog has this fade effect so that you can see out to a certain distance, and then after that distance it becomes too foggy to see. But because it fades into that level of fogginess, the AI have this way of seeing right up to that threshold, so they see a little better than you do, as if they don't have a fade effect for the fog. It's like if you have a 50-meter radius of visibility, they can see out to 50 meters, whereas you can see to like 30 meters and then the fog starts to fade in, and then you go up to like 40 meters and then the fog's pretty real, and 50 meters you just can't see jack shit because the fog is too much. The AI can just see straight through it all, so it's a little ridiculous. We're going to keep our laser on, and we're also going to rely on our suppressor. The AI do not get night vision goggles. The AAF does. FIA does not. Because they're insurgents, they don't have any... Am I forcing myself to walk? No. Because FIA's insurgents, they don't have night vision goggles. Go figure, right? Okay, we got a patrol there. And because of this, because we're suppressed, because they don't have night vision goggles, they're probably going to be blind as bats. So we can kind of take this advantage and really get up close. And they're also not going to be as accurate, or at least I can presume. So, as it is right now, it looks like we've got a bunker. Yeah, it looks like we've got a bunker on the other side of that helicopter. The helicopter doesn't always spawn, the bunker doesn't always spawn, and sometimes there's a castle tower there. And those are some of the most interesting pieces of cover on this mission. But of course, it's randomized, as is everything in this mission. A lot of the units are randomized. So what I'm thinking is, we go into that bunker. I've had bad luck with that bunker, though. I want to take the bunker and just start clearing people from there. I've considered adding flashlights to all the AI and forcing their flashlights to be on. I think that would be a kind of a cool effect. Yeah, they're blind as bats. We're going to go full auto just in case it comes to that. But we'll see. I just want to see how blind they are in this darkness. It's dark. It's foggy. They don't have night vision goggles. They don't have flashlights. They can't see anything in this fog. Yeah, look at that. They literally passed us like 10 meters from us. I mean, we can pretty much rape these guys. We can walk right up on them, get into humping distance, and then have our way with them, which is the only way. Got him. Now, they will have heard that shot because suppressors suppress, they don't silence. There are records of silencers, but don't count on that. It's marketing more than anything. I did not get him. I did not get him. I don't know if he threw a grenade. It looked like he tried to. No, they're like over that rock. Area clear. No, it's not fucking clear, dude. Yeah, I like these 9mm and how they recoil. It's like 22 long rifle on roids. Boom. I'm gonna pull a tactical reload. Boom. Didn't even have to aim. Oh, this is just... It's like shooting fish in a barrel. It's I mean, PETA's gonna come after me. And not the one from the Hunger Games. I mean, this is downright animal abuse. This is just disgusting. I think... God, that's loud. That's an enclosed space for you. It will echo like a bitch. Got him. There's got to be like another one. This is just, I mean, it's a slaughter. You just can't see anything with the fog and the night, and no night vision, no flares, no flashlights. I mean, it's just disgusting. Oh, there's a 50 cal up there. Not that it can see jack shit, much less shoot jack shit. But I just wonder, is it Jack's shit? Or is Jack just a shit? Like, where does that come from? Someone please give me the etymology of Jack shit. I feel like it's an Americanism, but it could be like an English thing. Got him. Some people don't know how this sight works. So you've got the echelon and you've got the dot. The echelon, the top of the echelon is zeroed for 200 meters. The dot is for 100 meters. So basically the top of the echelon is 200 meters. Everything below is for range finding to like 300 meters and like beyond 200 meters. And everything above the echelon, that dot, is the point blank range or 200 meters. Got him. It's just brutal. I mean, they can't even fucking fight back. Somebody actually figured out where I am. Not like it would take a brain to figure that out, but AI, yeah, it doesn't actually have a brain. I'm not sure what happened there. We're just gonna walk it off. Where are we getting shot at from? Where is the shooter? Yeah, this Sting is just absolutely demolishing them. Got another one. See, I was trying to use more scopes for you guys so you could see what's going on, but I mean, this is just... This is amazing. Trying to take out that 50 cal without getting horribly destroyed. See, he's right there. I think he's right there, but I can't get through the bush. I'm gonna have to maneuver around. Got him. Mag dump. Mag dump, and then see what else we can get. Yeah, I mean, this is just... Honestly, it's kind of disgusting. Like, I feel kind of dirty. How bad I'm slaughtering them. It is the rape of Camp Maxwell. See that 50 cal? I've been shooting at it, like mag dumping on it, and it just doesn't know where it's getting dumped on from. Like, it is literally, well, it's metaphorically getting shit on. But it is literally getting mag dumped on. And it doesn't even know why or where. I thought I heard footsteps. But they are only my own. I want to have something to rest my gun against. I should probably take out these lights just so that I'm basically Sam Fisher. Got him. With the recoil of this 9mm, you might as well just full auto everything. At these ranges, at least. These are the only effective ranges, though. I mean, like, you should not be using this out to, like, 300 meters. I'm sure you could, but you shouldn't. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. See? They just have no chance. It's disgusting. There might still be a guy in that tower. I don't want to get caught by that 50. If you get hit by that 50 cal, I don't care what armor you're wearing, you're fucking done. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to maneuver around this intervisionary line. I'm going to sweep around that side because I know I can't get any of them from here. And then I'm going to move in on that 50 cal.
He's down!
Okay. Well, this is what we get for being cocky. We get a little bit of a shit stain in our pants. That's what happens. So that was a Shapeshifter. Hopefully I have helped demonstrate how replayable it is and how dynamic it is, in that it sort of dynamically generates a lot of different elements that changes the gameplay, different, like this night vision, this fog, everything. Very different from the previous two times I played, and I hope I show that every single time you play, it can be totally different, and depending on the way you play, what weapons you choose, what gear you have, and the time, the weather, the direction you're attacking from, everything, the way you play it can be very different every single time. So that's sort of my purpose with this, partially because I, as a 7-year, well, I've been playing Arma since 2009, and I think one of the main problems with Arma 3 right now is that it's very difficult to just jump into a game and have fun. You have to get like your mods ready, you got to get your boys ready, your boys got to get their mods ready, you all got to find a server. It's got to be the right game type for you all to agree on, and it's got to have enough players that it's worth playing on, but enough player slots for you guys to actually get into, and then, you know, you're finally getting into it and it's fun, and then somebody hacks the shit out of your server. You know, like, there's so many ways that the user experience of Arma is just so bad for the casual player. And I really wanted a mission where you can just jump in and have fun. And this is what Shapeshifter is. It's very replayable. So you don't just like find it on the Steam Workshop, play it once and be done. It's like every time you want to just jump into Arma, have fun for like 30 minutes to an hour, you just jump into Shapeshifter, you have fun. Whether you live or die, like that there, I got cocky. That was my fault. I'm not salty about that. I got cocky. I should have had my sights up. I should have been more cautious about that because I knew they were coming to me. I knew I was going to them. I knew it was going to be close quarters, but I was too cocky with that fog. So every single time you can play a different way, have a different game, and still have fun every single time, even if you do die. And it's very easy to just jump in, maybe play with a couple of friends, because it does have multiplayer co-op, or play alone if you're, antisocial like me. So I hope this kind of helps demonstrate that. I hope you have a lot of fun with this when I release it. Yeah, I'm not going to restart this. I'm not going to play another round of this just because I think we've gone far enough. I think we've gone long enough. So this is Ace Tactical out.